Welcome back, everyone. There was a specific iPhone that came out was actually a long time ago, to be honest. And this was an iPhone that was pretty kind of revolutionary at the time. But to be honest, I kind of feel bad for people who bought it because the successor of that iPhone was pretty much so much better in every single way. And it actually fixed a lot of the issues that the previous phone had. And this specific iPhone is the iPhone 6. And you can also throw the iPhone 6 Plus in there as well. But the thing with the iPhone 6, first of all, it came out in 2014, and it was one of the first redesigned bigger displays that we had since the iPhone 5 that came out about 2 years before that. And this was a massive change. It was a much bigger phone than the previous one, but Apple also released a bigger version of that phone, which was the 6 Plus, and that was a pretty big thing. These were some of the best-selling iPhones of all time and one of the best-selling phones of all time as well. So a lot of people bought these phones, which is pretty interesting because, as most of you know by now, this iPhone suffered one of the biggest problems ever from any iPhone that's ever been released, and that was that bend gate issue. Essentially, the iPhone 6 Plus, but also the iPhone 6. A lot of people forget the iPhone 6 kind of also experiences too. They actually bended very easily with very little pressure, and this was a very, very, popular problem, and it wasn't as bad as the Galaxy Note 7 issue, but it was still a really big deal. A lot of people knew about it, and I bought a 6 Plus, in 2016 or something, and I actually was kind of scared about it. I never experienced the bend gate issue, but that is one thing, right? Eventually with the 6S Plus, it did come in a better housing, although that phone could still kind of bend too. But the more interesting thing about the iPhone 6S series, coming from the iPhone 6 series, which came out a year after, so in 2015, 2014, the iPhone 6S ended up getting so many more versions of software and ended up being supported for so much longer than the iPhone 6 that it's actually very interesting that Apple stopped supporting the iPhone 6 at iOS 12, yet the iPhone 6 is still currently supported with iOS 15. And like I mentioned, maybe some of you people forgot about this, but iOS 12 was several years ago. It came out when the iPhone XS and them came out. But the crazy thing to keep in mind is think about how many features we've gotten on iOS since that specific version. On top of that, a lot of applications that are still out are going to be not supported on iOS 12 sooner than later. We typically see most app developers keep things in mind for about 2 to 3 years. So, iOS 11 stopped being supported and then so on and so forth. But with iOS 12, that was so many years ago. And when you look at the iPhone 6S, that phone is still supported. So all of those awesome features that we got on iOS versions did not come for the iPhone 6, but it did end up coming for the iPhone 6S. So in my opinion, it is kind of a sad thing, and to be honest, I do kind of feel bad for the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus. Those phones were kind of left out in the dust. They stopped getting support many years ago, although they're still getting supplemental security updates. It hasn't really gotten any crazy features in years, and with the iPhone 6S, the phone that came out a year after that, it's still supported. It's gotten a lot of features, and it's pretty interesting that the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus also suffered from the bend gate issue that pretty much the 6S and 6S Plus pretty much fixed. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly, everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.